What's up, viewers? My name's Evan Sanford, and I'm joined today by Chase Glorfield, and we are the Bronco Country Roundup.
Yes, we are.
Carter Davis could not be with us today for very good reason. That man is prepared or in his final preparation for the bar exam, and we wish him very good luck. We miss you, but it's for a good cause. So shout him out on Twitter. Good luck, Carter, on the bar.
Yeah, it turns out trying to prepare for that big test takes a lot of time and energy and effort. Who knew?
It does.
Who knew?
He's a new dad. He's got a lot going for him. So big congrats to Carter. And we know he's going to crush it. And we look forward to him jumping back in next time. A little bit of housekeeping. We are still the Bronco Country Roundup, but Bronco Country isn't really Bronco Country anymore.
Nope.
We'll kind of leave it there. It has migrated to broncofans.net, and we fully plan to post our podcast to the YouTube, and then of course we're going to post it there because more or less our old community is still intact and it's migrated to that site. And kudos to I guess I'm a Bronco for building a pretty awesome platform like that. The software runs very smoothly. It feels like we've got our home again.
And I just logged in for the first time and I saw my boy Kalika, Derek Castle, was there. So shout out, Derek. You're the man.
Yeah, honestly, it's been fun having this back and forth banter. I got into a fun argument with JBSU today over whether or not Taylon Green, of all people, will be an NFL quarterback. I think it's fun. It's what our forum used to be, and so it's still alive and well. So if you're not there, jump in. It's completely, there is no paywall. You can just be a part of it. So join us there, and we're having a ton of fun just talking random smack. And it's a good time. So join us there and have some fun. But today, that's not all we had to talk about today.
Okay, that's it. See you guys. No,
yeah, we're a little bit behind the eight ball, I guess, because it's been Texas State has been announced. That's been a long time coming, but we thought we'd still comment on that. We've got the Grand Canyon news, and then we thought we'd just have a little fun. It's going to be a shorter podcast today. We're still kind of in that, I don't want to say dead period, but there's not a whole lot of football news, not a whole lot of recruiting news yet, not a whole lot of anything really yet. We're just enjoying the summertime, and Bronco football will be right around the corner. And actually, Chase,
some of us do better when it's not hot outside.
Yeah. Can you believe that we've got NFL football this month?
Already. It's crazy.
It's
like 6 weeks till college football kicks off or something.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Right. Actually, off the top of your head, do you know? So they played the first game is always in Dublin now, that's weird to me. You're putting a college team in Dublin. Okay. Don't they have homework? Anyways.
Yeah, right. No, because they do. But if the schools and the broadcast companies can make money, then who cares about school? Right? What did Cardell Jones say when he was the third string quarterback for Ohio State? We don't come here to play no school.
I was literally about to quote Cardell. Just read my mind. Didn't come here to play no school.
One of those great quotes. Yeah.
It's truer now than it ever was.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait. But I bring up the Hall of Fame game, I think it's July 31st. It's on a Thursday, I think. But I bring that up because it's Bronco Nation's first chance to root on Ahmed Hassanein in the preseason. 6th round pick to Detroit. He will likely get a chance to showcase his talent in a live football game in the NFL preseason and really make a case for why he should be on that roster. I'm actually good.
Yeah, go ahead. Lions fans have fallen in love with him. And they see what Boise State fans saw. He's kind of tweener when it comes to size, not a true edge, but not like an interior D lineman kind of guy. But that dude will work harder than anyone on your roster.
Yeah, he's got the motor for it.
He's endearing for sure.
Yeah, I certainly hope he can become like a good, like maybe not a starter, but a good rotational player, something like that for them, and just really complement that defensive line. Wouldn't that be awesome? Or who knows, maybe he can become a starter for them.
And they'll win a Super Bowl in the next couple of years. Dan Campbell has that team humming, and he'll get a Super Bowl ring. So
yeah. No, I actually I can't wait to watch. So just put that on your calendars if you're a little starved for football. Just 2 weeks away, Ahmed Hassanein in Canton, Ohio. So anyways, moving on, Texas State, the Bobcats solidifying the Pac-12, and so I should say the Pac-8. So now we've got a full conference. The Pac is truly back. Chase, how you feel about that?
I'm intrigued. I'm just looking at a map right now. San Marcos is between San Antonio and Austin, so it's in kind of a neat area of Texas. If you've ever been to the San Antonio or Austin area, it's pretty cool area. And to me, Texas State has a lot of potential. They were in a similar position Boise State was in back in the WAC days, where they're really good. They just need resources. They just need sort of attention. But it is worrisome because Boise State was able to do a lot more with the little resources they had. And it just kind of feels like Texas State is like, oh, we're almost there. We're going to be awesome. Just wait. Our time's coming, right?
Yeah.
And I do believe it's there. I think it's in the middle of a really strong recruiting area. I mean, Texas, right? Texas football is serious. And I'm intrigued by what they could bring. It's not going to be, I think at the end of the day, it's going to become a not easy place to play. I could see Texas State becoming not so much as a San Jose State or Hawaii in terms of strength and viability in a conference. But I don't know if maybe like a San Diego State where they really good years and then kind of some down years and then kind of some really, I can see them not being a bottom feeder, I guess.
See, I can see that too. I think that their greatest strength is also their greatest weakness, which is their location there in Texas, because they're in Texas. How many Division I FBS programs are in Texas? And then how many schools recruit in Texas? Boise was able to have its success because they are the biggest fish in a smaller pond. You can recruit the kids in the Northwest pretty well. You can, if the only school you have to really recruit against is Oregon, you can manage with that. You can recruit Utah kids. You can recruit Colorado kids. You can recruit some of this mountain region pretty well and go into California, go in and get kids. And then the more success you have, the more that builds. And then, of course, you got your own local products there in Idaho, where Boise is the only game in town the state.
That's a good point.
I think the amount of competition that Texas State is going to have for recruiting is going to hamstring them a little bit. Now they have more resources. They have, was it like a $3 million investment into their football program, which is awesome. That's going to bring recruits in. But I do think that at least for now, your projection of they'll be like a San Diego State of really roller coastery. They might have some years where they're electric and they make the playoff or a big bowl game. And then they might have some years where they just crash out and go 2-10.
And this is G.J. Kinney is their head coach. And interesting enough, he was a quarterback at Tulsa back in the day when Boise State used to go play the Golden Hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
But I just Googled it. There are 13 Division I college football programs in the state of Texas.
Yeah.
And so kind of Texas State and North Texas, and even in a lot of ways UTSA, Texas San Antonio, and UTEP, they're kind of left kind of pulling the dregs of whoever Texas A&M and Texas and even Houston kind of snag, whoever was left over, right? But you're right, with some more resources and with the Pac-8, whatever it's going to be called, branding, things could change a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
I think it's going to give them a recruiting edge over an American Conference team, over a Mountain West team. It's going to give them that recruiting edge that they need to get that much better. But if you're talking about recruiting against the SEC Big 12, they're still gonna have trouble. It's easier for Boise to get a kid from Utah to go out of Big 12 country than it is to get a kid from Texas to leave Big 12 country, because how many Big 12 teams are in Texas?
Yeah, and I just think of Sorry, I totally lost track of what I was going to say.
You're good.
I don't think Texas State obviously was not the first choice for expansion, right? There was talk of Memphis. There's even talk of Tulane and some different things like that. But to me, it kind of feels like a Maddox Madsen situation. Like, wait, this guy, like, that's who they got?
Yeah.
And Maddox Madsen ended up being a pretty dang good player so far for Boise State. I think it's a solid addition. It may not have all the bells and whistles and be as like, as everyone wanted, but I think it's a solid, safe addition.
I'm good with it. I'm totally good with it. It wasn't my first choice. No, Memphis, Tulane, obviously, are the top choice. But Texas State is an investment program. Hope if they can overcome the hurdles of that competition in Texas, then they'll do just fine. I do think recruiting is going to be a hurdle for them because just as I said, it's easier for like an Idaho school like Boise to get like someone who is in that Mountain West, like Big 12 country to leave because there's less competition. They're going to have a little bit of a harder time snagging a kid out of Utah or so. I'm convincing them to leave those schools that are maybe more regional competing for them to come down to San Marcos, Texas. I think that's going to be a genuine issue for them, but if they win, which they've shown promise in the Sun Belt Conference. If they win, and if they continue to invest in their program, they got those big shiny new facilities. Maybe throw in some Nike Pro Combats.
Absolutely,
that's a throwback. I don't think they even do that anymore. But get some like. I don't know, throw a little Oregon pageantry and have like a new uniform combination for every quarter of your football game, like whatever. Like do something to catch a recruit's eye and they can build that program.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting to see who the Conference USA is adding to replace them.
I thought it was the Sun Belt. Did I get that wrong?
Sun Belt, sorry, it is the Sun Belt.
Louisiana Tech,
Louisiana
right?
Tech, an old Boise State foe from back in the day. Ruston, Louisiana was never an easy place to play. So it's kind of interesting, just kind of things kind of going full circle and Sun Belt. All right. Sun Belt.
It's like we have the coaching carousel and now it's realignment carousel. Yeah. And you get two new teams for Delaware is now joining the FBS, which that's just fine. I forget Delaware's a state all the time. It's like, no kidding. They have football over there. Good for them.
The Fighting Blue Hens.
Yeah. And then the
Missouri State is also joining.
Thank you.
I
was about to say Montana
Sacramento State tried. Right? Sacramento State tried, but they got the denial.
Nobody wants them. So ultimate Texas State, I think it's a good ad overall. They've got potential. One thing that you kind of mentioned that I want to circle back to is like potential of adding Memphis and Tulane. I don't think this certainly is not the end. There's already like discussion of like continued additions to try and get up to 9 schools to have a full 8-game conference slate. But like that, I mean, we're going to have to see what the full media deal is. But if the Pac-12 can continue to have success, like if Boise, Wazoo, or Oregon State can go to the playoff and keep building that brand, if you will, as the premier West Coast conference, they can earn more revenue and become more enticing for programs to come out. So the media deal, we're kind of locked in for 5 or so years, but this isn't the only realignment that we're ever going to see from the PAC. See more additions, more movement, so to speak. So if Texas State gets us to a conference, that's great for now. Hopefully they build, but hopefully it also leads to more future growth for the PAC.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and maybe this is a good segue time, but with this lawsuit with the Mountain West and the whole exit fee sort of thing, I think some of that stuff's kind of up in the air. Like how is the dust going to settle before teams decide to join, before offers are extended, before those kind of negotiations go forward?
And that's a good segue. You can tell who's the real journalist here. Because that perfect leading into the next topic, Grand Canyon to the Mountain West for basketball and the lawsuits going on. That's a little bit crazy. Admittedly, viewers, I've been taking a social media cleanse over the past couple weeks. It has been amazing. I recommend you do the same. But as a result, I'm not as informed. So I'm totally dependent here on Chase to fill you in and then fill me in as well. So go ahead, Chase. Let it rip.
First of all, Grand Canyon University is not anywhere near the Grand Canyon. Just wanted to let you know that it's in Phoenix. I've actually driven by when I was down there for the Fiesta Bowl. And it is actually a for-profit university. It's a private Christian school, and it is a for-profit university. So whatever that means, it means they don't have tax deductions, I guess, is the only difference. I don't know. We need a lawyer. Carter, we need a lawyer on here to tell us something like that. But yeah, looking at things, it looks like the Pac-12, the Mountain West, and the departing Mountain West schools, so Boise State included, they could not reach a resolution over the $150 million in exit fees and poaching penalties, quote unquote, poaching penalties. And this was just tweeted today. Ross Dellinger, he's a national media guy. So it looks like it's heading to trial. So they got whatever people in the rooms from the Mountain West and the Pac-12, they're lawyers, they discussed, they negotiated, they tried to come up with something, and it's going to trial. And I don't know if that's good for teams leaving the school. I don't know if it's bad. I don't know if it's good for the Mountain West. I don't know. I don't think it's good when anything goes to trial in this sort of situation. Hopefully you could settle something outside of the courtroom, but that is where it's headed, barring, I mean, I'm sure there will still be talks.
Talks of having talks. Yeah. To have more talks later.
I have concepts of a plan. Yeah, maybe things will, you never know.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, honestly, like that aside, Grand Canyon's a good basketball program.
Yeah.
Like I'll be interested to see how it affects the basketball schedule and if it affects I don't know, like any of the tournaments that Boise State is in or whatnot. But I don't know if that's been added yet. Actually, I believe our very own Chase Corfield is getting that answer for us as we speak. But that's going to be a good matchup. That is actually a good strength of schedule kind of thing, like feather in your cap. You beat Grand Canyon. They are a good program. So
they've been in the NCAA tournament. They made some noise not that long ago, a couple years ago. And something I did fail to mention is this: adding them early in 2025. It kind of ruffled some feathers. Boise State and San Diego State specifically have, it hasn't gone to court. They're not suing over that. I'm sure it's going to be part of this whole negotiation. But the statement from Boise State and the Aztecs said, we were not consulted as still current members of this league. This wasn't something that we were asked about if we would be okay with. It's something the Mountain West just did. Right. So it's kind of like, you're leaving us, fine. We're going to do whatever we want. And wait a minute, even though like, it was something that was
we run this conference. They should ask our permission for everything.
Absolutely. Can we please have a cup of water? I guess. But it sure sounded like it was a strong possibility, even when the news came out of Boise State leaving for the Pac-12. It sounded like it was a strong possibility that Grand Canyon would come join early. So I don't think Boise State was necessarily caught by surprise, but maybe some underhanded things were done, maybe on both sides. I don't know. I'm a homer, but I can be honest. Maybe some underhanded things were done on both sides, and now they have another monkey wrench to throw into things for these negotiations and the court trial if it goes that far.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a nice little legal drama that slowly plays out for us for our entertainment or horror, depending on how it goes. But yeah, truth be told, we don't know what we don't know, so we'll just keep you updated as more info comes out. And as so happens, if you guys follow the case, you'll probably be just as informed as we are.
Yep, absolutely.
It's a whole lot of messiness, whole lot of drama, but at the end of it, we get to leave and go to the Pac-12, and I still can't believe that in order to replace us, they're adding Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois, baby.
Yeah, the Huskies. One-hit wonder. Anyways, so today...
we beat them in that bowl game like 100-0 or something.
Yeah. What was that, 55-7, I think?
Yeah, and they had like 98 yards of offense. It was crazy.
That was disgusting. They tried to hide...
In case you're wondering, the Grand Canyon, the actual crack in the ground, is a 3-hour and 18-minute drive from Grand Canyon University. So that seems like stolen valor to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just upset that their campus isn't inside the Grand Canyon. Like, how do you get away with that?
How do you get away with that?
Yeah. Anyway. Pure stolen valor. Well, so we thought we'd have a little bit of fun today to wrap up the podcast because speaking more about the Texas State headed into the Pac-8 now situation is that it still leaves an open spot for the 2026-2027 football season. Now, of course, there's talk of adding another team, and would that be great? And then you get a full conference slate. But as of right now, headed into this podcast, Boise State will have an opening in their schedule. So who do they fill it with? And there is a logical answer for that. I'll give it to you, but I think a lot of people already know what the logical solution is. But the way I see it, that's no fun. So we're going to live in fairy tale land for a hot minute here and say, who would we want? If you could wave your magic wand, who would you want? It home or away, whatever. I don't really care. Wave your magic wand, have a little fun. Who would you have Boise State play in that open game? And well, let's just kick it off, I guess. So the logical answer is Rice. So if I'm remembering this right, they also have availability, and we already have a contract with them. And it's a game that's going to be a real stinker, real clunker. I'd almost rather watch us play Idaho State than Rice. Like, just the name and the school and the football program, it puts me to sleep. I can't even remember what city they're from in Texas. I forget. It's like, they're just a food? I don't know, just go away. But like, I think
in Houston.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
Second fiddle to the other school in Houston called Houston.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, either way, we already have a contract with them. Thank you, Kurt Apsey. I think that was Kurt Apsey. Thank you for that. So it makes the most sense. It's going to be honestly, I feel like FCS games get more viewership than that. Like, does Rice even have a football fan, like, singular?
Yeah.
Like,
there's one guy. I don't know.
Woo, go
it's
Owls!
A prestigious university. Like, it's good education.
Yeah. Oh, great education.
A boring football matchup. Like, it's not great.
Yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure like Harvard has a bigger football fan base than Rice, though. Like, we can talk about like great institutions, like academically, having also really good football. Rice is a great academic institution. Crap football, they don't care. They got good baseball though, so that's something.
Yeah.
But so that'll be a clunker. So let's go. I'd rather live in Imagination Land. I don't know about you, Chase.
Yeah. Let's go to Imagination Land. I actually asked ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. I want to hear it.
And so as a lot of you guys know, I'm a teacher. I teach English. And so AI, especially in an academic setting, is a battle, an ongoing, constant issue. And the first thing I asked, who should Boise State play? First one that popped up was Oregon. But here's where ChatGPT gets things messed up. It says a natural in-state rival is how it described Oregon.
Oh,
like,
well, that's how you know AI is not going to take over.
So Oregon will be fun. You know, it also said Washington State. We'll be seeing them plenty. Then it added Utah as another option. That could be interesting. I like that. I haven't played Utah in a while.
Yeah, I like that. So I actually had Oregon on my list.
Yeah,
I had two teams.
That's who's up on my list too. So,
I'm surprised.
I don't like playing Oregon, but I feel like every time it's a good game, like it's a good matchup.
Oh no, I'm not surprised about that. I'm surprised that you don't have the team that I'm about to say.
I do. My other one was Idaho. Because of their issues with the Big Sky, Sacramento State, who tried to be FBS, but they're leaving the Big Sky. Like, they may have a possibility of needing someone on their schedule.
Good. So. I still can't believe you're still not saying this program.
What is it?
I feel like it's low-hanging fruits. BYU.
Boo!
That is a good regional rivalry, though. Like, we love to hate BYU. I hate them so much, but I want them on the schedule because that game is so charged. That is a great game, and I want revenge for that last one. Like, we should have kicked their butts. Thank you, Andy Avalos, for that. The specter of Andiabolos.
It will never leave us. Well, it will.
Eventually, maybe we'll get over it. Maybe enough weekly therapy sessions. That is this podcast.
Yeah.
So I went with BYU. Oregon. Do you have any zany ones?
I was just thinking this. Right after my oldest kid was born, he's 15 now, was when Boise State played Virginia Tech at a neutral site game.
Yeah,
that would be a lot of fun to go play the Hokies again, or maybe neutral site. I don't care. That would be fun, zany, just kind of out of the blue. Let's play the Hokies again. Let's get Virginia Tech going. Let's do it.
I kind of want to see us in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game again. Honestly, I know I made fun of Dublin, but I would be like Boise State in Ireland. That could be cool.
They do have a history of potatoes. Ireland does. So
yeah, just a small one.
Just a small one. There was a famine or something.
And then they always come out with these Celtic inspired uniforms. What kind of design
would not work on the uniforms?
Yeah. Oh, I what was it? Georgia Tech, or was it Florida State's? I think it was Georgia Tech's. Last year I was looking at that. I was like, oh, that is clean. That is a good look. My off the wall one was a color battle of blue and orange between Florida Boise. I kind of want us to go to the swamp and go where are all blues, and they can wear their orange or whatever, and just have a blue and orange battle. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'd love to see us kick the Longhorns' butt. And then I also thought Cal Berkeley, a little bit of Harsin there, a little bit of Harsin action.
Harsin and Rolovich is there too, I think.
Harsin, Rolovich, and Wilcox.
Yeah.
A battle of the X's.
Yeah.
Man.
That could be a reality show right there.
And then I also thought about finish the game that never happened, the First Responder Bowl against Boston College.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, let's get
it never even happened.
Yeah, put it back. Where's that state? Where's the first
Dallas, wasn't it?
Is it Dallas?
Was it the First Responders Bowl?
Yeah, it's the Serve Pro it never happened. It gets canceled. It's the first bowl game to get canceled.
Yeah, it's a SMU's campus in Dallas.
There you go. Yeah, I neutral site in Dallas at that campus. Let's play Boston College.
Hey, I need to clarify my Idaho comment earlier.
Okay.
We need to put little brother back in his place. Getting a little too big-headed lately.
Yeah.
So
only if they come to Boise and it's a money game.
Ain't no way we're playing in that latrine up there. No
but
way.
I think it should be a money game for us. They should have to pay us because we have to put up with them. They get to sit in the stadium and be themselves. That's not okay. They should pay us for that. Either that or just sit quietly in some assembly area and watch the butt kicking that's about to ensue. But yeah, no, it should be a money game for Boise State.
Absolutely. I agree.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I've had my fun in Fairyland. What about you, Chase?
Yeah, Virginia Tech was kind of the out of the blue one that really is intriguing to me.
Yeah.
Really
I've got another one actually. Another mid-major fly in the ointment team that I've always actually really respected. Okay. Iowa State, the Cyclones.
I was at the game in the Humanitarian Bowl when Seneca Wallace was their quarterback and Boise State beat them back in the 90s. It was a freezing cold game, but I was there. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah.
No. I that's a little bit of interesting history because then Seneca Wallace became the backup for Matt Hasselbeck in the Seattle Seahawks. He even got a chance to get the starting job. Did not end well, but amazing athlete. One of the kind of trailblazers for that mobile quarterback.
Yeah, he was
in the modern game, and just what a beast. But Iowa State, I've got a lot of respect for that program and what they've accomplished in their time. They stole Brock Purdy from us and all that, but that's a heck of a school. With they upset Alabama in 2011. lots of accomplishments. I wouldn't mind having them on the schedule. I think that'd be a really fun, good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sorry, I got one more. I want to shut Deion Sanders up. Like, give me Colorado.
Ooh, give me Colorado.
Yeah, give me like.
I
Okay,
still
now
can't believe they've retired Shadur Sanders' number. Like, I'm just like
13-11 record.
No championships, no bowl wins. Like it's just like, what are we even doing anymore?
Just appease Deion.
Yeah.
All right, Bronco Nation, we've had our fun. Chase, if you got any more, yeah.
And
Bronco Nation,
please join us, BroncoFans.net. We want you to come join us. See there. We'll be posting this podcast there, and come join us.
All right. Well, viewers, that brings us to the end of another one. Once again, during the summer, it's a little spotty. Like, we're having to work around everyone's schedules. Like, Carter's taking the bar exam. Chase went camping. How dare you?
I went camping. I've been to Florida, got some concerts. I'm going to Atlanta actually for some baseball games here in the beginning of August. So I have a booked, busy summer.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway. So we have jobs and we have lives, and we are trying to, in the off season, work around that to try and make this podcast, because this is our hobby. This is a labor of love. We genuinely enjoy doing this. So I can say that we're going to be back. I'm not totally sure when we're going to be back, because I'm also going out to the coast, spend a little time, stick my head in the sand.
That's good.
So we're gonna try and coordinate around schedules, but we will be back. And then when the season finally kicks off, you can expect us to be back like weekly, and doing our reactions and being a lot more busy. But for now, we're just going to be doing our thing. But anyways, brings us to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos!